computer had become so ubiquitous in industry, in the office, and in academic life that IBM launched a whole new product category called the personal computer, the PC, a computer that was not only more powerful than the multi-million-dollar machines of 20 years earlier, but was also affordable for many families and individuals. Commensurately with this dramatic growth in the popularity of the computer as a tool for all to use, computer science became a subject that was increasingly studied at universities and research institutes. And within computer science there came an even newer discipline called artificial intelligence, the science of making computers that can think. Every science has its own divisions and subdivisions, and artificial intelligence, AI, is no exception. Developing programs to play games such as chess falls within the boundaries of a division of AI called heuristic programming. Programs that carry on conversations or translate from one language into another are encompassed within the AI discipline of natural language processing. And among the other disciplines within AI, there is robotics. The word robot was suggested by Jacek Čapek in discussion with his more famous brother, the Czechoslovak writer Karel Čapek. It is derived from the Czech rabota, forced labour, and was first revealed in the West when Karel used it in the title of his play Rossum's Universal Robots, RUR, an immediate hit when it was first shown on Broadway. The literal meaning of robot is worker. The robots in Čapek's play were creature machines, resembling humans in appearance, designed and built to serve as workers for their human masters. Although the word robot was new in the early 1920s, the idea of an artificial form of life was by no means a new one in Čapek's day. Inventors and engineers had for millennia devised automata that simulated some of the functions of living creatures. One of the earliest to do so was Hieron of Alexandria, who lived in the 1st century AD. Among many inventions that were mechanical marvels for their time, Hieron constructed some water-powered mechanical birds, entire flocks of them, that even emitted realistic chirping sounds created by a water-driven device. The public's fascination for automata reached its first peak in France in the 18th century. One example of this genre was a menacing mechanical owl set amid a group of smaller birds designed in 1644 by the French engineer Isaac Ducos. The smaller birds would flutter their wings and chirp, while the owl slowly moved on a pivot to face them. As the owl's face turned toward the smaller birds, appearing to threaten them, they became still and stopped their chirping. When the owl's face then turned away from the group, the smaller birds came alive again. The whole mechanism was driven by a water wheel that controlled the actions of each bird by means of a metal cylinder, the surface of which was embedded with pins, just like a music box. As the cylinder turned via the force of the water, the pins on the cylinder would engage with a music box-like mechanism so that each pin created its own effect or movement in one of the birds. Following Ducos' example, at least 2 other French automaton inventors also used birds as the embodiments for some of their mechanical marvels. In 1733, an inventor named Maillard designed a mechanical swan that would paddle through the water while its head moved slowly from side to side. Maillard's idea was as simple as it was clever. A paddle wheel, similar to those found in the Mississippi River steamboats, propelled the swan forward while simultaneously connecting via a system of gears with the swan's head. As the paddle wheel rotated, it thus served a dual purpose, creating the forward motion of the swan's body and the simultaneous side-to-side motion of its head. An even more advanced idea and a more entertaining example of this genre was a mechanical defecating duck, the creation of Jacques Vaucanson. The duck could bend its neck, move its wings and its feet, and it could eat. It would stretch out its neck to peck at corn offered by a human hand, then swallow, digest, and finally excrete it.